Hello everyone, this is Sai Kumar, Aspirant Zone A to Z, where you can learn. In today's session, we are going to discuss the current affairs from July 15 to July 21. So, in today's session, we are going to discuss various schemes such as Pradhan Mantri Kisan and recent develops related to the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. So if you are not a subscriber of our channel, please do subscribe and share as much as possible. So let's enter the session. See, 2023 has been introduced as a International Year of Millets, and under this, due to this, the government of India has established one research center under the ICAR. Where it is located? Its location is in Hyderabad. What is the name of that? Indian Institute of Millets Research. It was established by ICAR, place Hyderabad, which is located in Telangana. Then this institute has introduced 67 value added technologies. Value added technologies means the government of India wanted to promote the millets, because India is the major producer of the millets. So India has decided to promote the millets, hence we can earn as well as we can reduce the nutrition deficient related diseases among the people. So this is the major aim of the government. So India under ICAR there will be 67 value added technologies. Some of them are ready to eat, ready to cook. We may have heard about noodles, right? Noodles, how we are cooking, it's instant product. Just what you need to do, you need to boil. The same thing the ICAR also developing the millet related foods to be ready to cook and ready to eat, and branding of millets under eat right tag. For the example, if any tag has been mentioned like eat right, that would be your millet related product. Let's we see in the next image. See, this is a jowar atta. See, this is a jowar atta. Jowar means sorghum, right? Sorghum is a millet. See here. Wait a minute. See here. Here is a tag eat right. The ICAR, it is a ICAR own branding tag, which means if wherever you are seeing eat right tag, that would be your millet. So it is a tag introduced by the ICAR. So in this ways, the government of India is promoting the millets. So since 2023 is a year of International Year of Millets, we have to learn something about millets, right? So that would be the there can be a questions, we can expect some questions from millets, because this is 2023 year of millets. So we have to study at least something about the millets. So I have included some informations related to major, minor and pseudo millets. Let's we discuss one by one. See, millets, most of the millets native of India. Okay, most of the millets originated from India, and then India is the highest millet producing country overall the world. Then group of small grained cereals. The millets are not larger one, they are smaller one. Then millets are popularly known as nutri-cereals. In fact, in 2020, I think, I don't know the exact year, but recently the government of India, what they said, don't call it as a millet, call it as a nutri-cereals. It's a nutri-cereals, not millets, because it's a nutri-cereals, hence the people may use the millets. Then, so we have to know the scientific names, right? So I have mentioned all the millets, the important millets, major millets. There are three major millets. There can be a question: which one is major, which one is minor, which one is pseudo millet. So you should know the difference. Which millet this is? Sorghum, pearl millet, finger millet. All the three are major millets. You have to know the scientific names as well. Sorghum bicolor, that should be underlined. Then pearl millet, Penicetum glaucum. Penicetum glaucum, pearl millet. Finger millet, Eleusine corcana. Eleusine corcana, pearl millet. So all these three are major millets. That's it. Then we are going to see the minor millets and pseudo millets. Foxtail millets, Ceteria italica. Then Kodo millets, Paspalum scrobiculatum, Barnyard millet, Echinoclova frumentaceae, barnyard millet, Echinoclova frumentaceae, little millet, Panicum millier, Proso millet, Panicum millesium. So these all five are minor millets. So you should know the common name as well as the scientific names as well. Then pseudo millets, there are two pseudo millets. One is amaranth, another one is buckwheat. Amaranth scientific name is Amaranthus caudatus, and finally buckwheat, Phagopyrum esculentum. Make a note of it because they are it's very important, and then you should know the which one is major, minor and pseudo millets. Up to now we have discussed what are the millets and about something about millets. Then we should know some important facts about the millets. For the example, sorghum jowar, also called as jowar, it is the major protein which is presented in the sorghum is prolamine or caffeine. Caffeine is presented in sorghum. Then let's move into the pearl millet. In pearl millet, also called as bajra, pearl millet contains highest proteins. You may have read in Nemra Sunda that bajra has 12%, 10 to 12% of protein. Here they have mentioned that 12 to 16. You don't need to worry about the facts. In fact, no one can definitely fix this type of facts like 12 to 16%. You cannot fix because it is a band. It is between 10 to 16. Okay, so you can fix at 13, you can fix at 15. You have to choose at the time of examination based on the options. Okay, so you don't need to worry about these facts. Then lipids, how much? 4 to 6% of lipids presented in the pearl millet. Then very important point is bowel disease, decreases the risk of bowel disease. It is an inflammatory disease. Inflammatory means in Tamil we would say vikam. Bowel disease is a disease of inflammation. So pearl millet reduces the bowel disease, and pearl millet contains niacin in the higher proportion when compared to the cereals. When compared to the cereals, what are the cereals? Like rice, wheat. When you compare with all other cereals, it is pearl millet has the highest proportion of niacin. What is niacin? Vitamin B3 is also called as niacin. Let me comment in the comment box that what if the B3 is deficient in our body, which disease will be caused? Let me know in the comment. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Finger millet, that is Eleusine coracana. Finger millet contains highest amount of calcium. You should make note of it. Calcium is highly presented in the finger millet, so it is highly recommended for the person who is deficient in the calcium. So see the level of calcium presented in 100 gram of finger millet, 300 to 350 milligrams of per 100 gram of finger millet. It has highest mineral content. Highest mineral content. Then barnyard millet, it contains highest crude fiber and iron. Then finally, little millet, it is the smaller than all other millets. Which one is smaller? Little. Just by seeing the name, you can decide. Little millet is smaller than all other millets. That's it. These are the facts about the millets. Why we are discussing? Because there is a news in the Press Information Bureau. See, you may have some queries, or you may have some doubt about our sessions, because whether it will cover all the questions related to AFO. You may have the doubt, right? You don't need to worry about these things, because I am preparing from the Press Information Bureau. I have analyzed previous year questions along with the dates. Okay, I have analyzed the previous year questions along with the date. All the questions are asked from the Press Information Bureau only. So I have decided to cover all the agriculture related current affairs from the Press Information Bureau. Along with that, I am including the all other related informations to that article. So you don't need to worry. You can rely upon our current affairs up to your examination. You don't need to study in other channels or other materials. These materials is sufficient to cover all the current affairs. Okay. Implementation of the PM KISAN YOJANA. PM KISAN, what is the full form of PM KISAN? Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi. Already I have taken the scheme. This scheme I have covered in the schemes. If you scroll down, you can get the scheme playlist. In the scheme playlist, I have already covered that PM KISAN YOJANA and PM Fasal Bima YOJANA in a single video. If you have any doubt, you can go through that video as well. See, before starting to studying any scheme, you must know the basics. That basics also I have covered. I have included in that playlist. First, you must need to watch that first two videos before watching any schemes related videos, because in that I have mentioned the how to study the schemes, how the fund allocated by the center, state, and then center and state. What is central sector scheme? What is central scheme? What is the state scheme? Everything I have clearly mentioned in that those two videos. So before watching any schemes related videos, you must need to go through that as well. Then it is a central sector scheme which is PM Kisan, that which means 100% of amount is provided by the center only. That's why it is called as central sector scheme. If it is centrally sponsored scheme, there will be a share of center and state. That's it. Then under this scheme, there will be a 6,000 per year in 3 installments, which means at 4 months gap, every 4 months there will be 2,000 for the farmers directly to their bank. That is called DBT, direct beneficiary transfer. Under the direct beneficiary transfer, every farmer should have 3 things. One is bank passbook, second Aadhaar, third mobile number. This is called jam trinity. Aadhaar, mobile and bank passbook. That's it. Then who will identify the beneficiaries? Beneficiaries is not identified by the central government. It is identified by the state government. You should know about this. It is a central sector scheme, that's okay, but the beneficiaries will be identified by the state government. It is the responsibility of the state government. There can be questions, right? Whenever you are reading one scheme, read from the top to bottom. That is what my suggestion is. Hence you can cover all the portions in a reduced time. Then under the PM Kisan scheme, there are more than 2.4 lakh crores. You don't need to worry about this too. 2.4 lakh crores has been disbursed up to now. Amount is 2.4 lakh crores. To how many beneficiaries? 11 crore beneficiaries, out of which 11 crore, 9.5 crore farmers have included their land documents in the PM Kisan portal. There is a separate portal for the PM Kisan. In that portal, 9.5 crore farmers have included their land documents. Okay, how much deficient is there? 2.5 crore people have not mentioned their land details in the PM Kisan portal. Then this scheme is only applicable for the land holding farmers. It is not for the tenant farmers, or the farmers don't have the land will not be applicable under this scheme. The number of farmers whose land details seeded is 9.5 crore. That's it. You should know 3 things. One is there is a disbursement of 2.4 lakh crore up to July. 11 crore beneficiaries, out of which 9.5 only included their land documents in the PM Kisan portal. So already I have explained this scheme in Tamil, but now I wanted to explain in English as well. So it is a central sector scheme. It was established in 2019, PM Kisan Yojana, during the interim budget. That is why I have told that you should watch the previous video as well. In that video I have mentioned about interim union. What is interim union budget? During that, if you want to learn, you can search by the Google as well. What is interim union budget? Then at that time, who was the financial minister? Is Piyush Goyal. Then Narendra Modi launched this scheme, introduced in 1st February, launched in 2019 in the Uttar Pradesh state. in Gorakhpur district. It was operationalized from 1st December of 2019. Who will identify the farmers, state government and union territories? As I told earlier, who is the responsible authority to identify the farmers? That is state government and union territories. This scheme was initially introduced only for the farmers who is having up to 2 hectares only. Earlier, first initially it was introduced in 2019. At that time, the farmers who has 2 hectare only for eligible for this, below 2 hectare only eligible for this PM Kisan. But later 2020 onwards, it was the farmers who is holding land irrespective of their land holding size. Irrespective of their land holding size, every farmers who is having the land can apply for this for under this scheme. Before introduction of the PM Kisan, there was a scheme in Telangana, that Raitu Bandhu scheme. Raitu Bandhu scheme. This scheme was the precursor for the PM Kisan Yojana. This information I have already mentioned about this details. Then eligibility, not available benefits. These are the beneficiaries cannot avail the this PM Kisan. Doctors, engineers, lawyers and chartered accountants, architects cannot avail this PM Kisan scheme. Monthly pension, who is having, this point is very very important, more than 10,000. Even if he has land, he cannot avail the benefits of PM Kisan. Okay. So the person who is having the monthly pension more than 10,000 cannot avail this scheme. Then any institutional landholders. Institutional landholders, which means private company is there. Any private company, they cannot avail the PM Kisan scheme. That's it. These all are very very important points. If you have any separate notebook for the notes, you can take notes of it. Then mapping of crops through the satellite. Mapping of crops through the satellites. India has the advanced technologies, like recently Government of India has sent ISRO has sent Chandrayaan 3 to the moon. So we are advancing the technologies. So there are some projects to analyze the agricultural output, such as quality, quantity, how much wheat has been produced through the satellites, using satellites and technologies. So there are 2 projects under the government has implemented 2 projects. First name is Puzzle. Second name is NADAMS. Puzzle especially for the agricultural outputs, such as yield, burning, stubble burning. To analyze these type of data, puzzle project has been established. Under NADAMS, drought has been monitored. So these are the 2 important projects implemented by the government. So you should know the full form of any such charts. See, forecasting agricultural output using space, agrometeorology and land-based observation is the full form of puzzle. NADAMS, National Agricultural Drought Assessment and Monitoring System. Full form of NADAMS. This also you should know. Then these 2 projects, Puzzle and NADAMS is there, right? These 2 projects are managed by which authority? Mahalanobis National Crop Forecast Center, which is located in Delhi. Under the Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. These 2 projects, NADAMS is especially to monitor the drought. puzzle is especially to monitor the agricultural output. So this is managed by Mahalanobis National Crop Forecast Center, which is a attached office of Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. So at present there are 9 crops covered under the puzzle project. You should memorize these crops. There can be a question from this perspective, from this point. See, they will give options: rice, wheat, barley. Like that, you should eliminate the barley, right? So, rabi pulses, wheat, rapeseed and mustard, rabi jowar, cotton, jute, tur and sugarcane. These are the 9 crops covered under the puzzle project. Under the puzzle project, they will use satellites. Okay, they will use satellites so that MNCFC, Mahalanobis National Forecasting Center, it is working with the ISRO. ISRO is the colliding partner with the MNCFC, and recent development of MNCFC was it made a memorandum of understanding with the Pixel Space India Private Limited. This Pixel Space India Private Limited located at Bangalore. Note of it, Bangalore, Karnataka. So these are the very important points I have made from the reliable source only, so you can rely on our video up to clearing the examination. You don't need to rely on any other platform. This is more than sufficient to cover the current affairs. So promotion of cow shelters for the natural farming, this is very important. We are not only reading the article, we are analyzing the article from the top to bottom. This is the method to study any agriculture related current affairs. It was natural farming. This scheme was promoted from 2019 under the Bharatiya Prakriti Krishi Padati. It is a sub-scheme of PKVY, Paramparagat Krishi VIKAS YOJANA. What is the meaning of Paramparagat? Traditional. Paramparagat means traditional. There is a 2 separate videos for the basics, so you can see that as well. That link will be provided in the description box, so don't miss to watch this, because it is the very important thing to learn before studying any agriculture schemes. I am saying again and again because it's very important. In that I have mentioned what is the meaning of Paramparagat. Okay, Krishi means farmer. Krishi means agriculture. It is related to farmer, it's related to agriculture. Krishi Padati. It is a sub scheme of Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana. It was BPKP. It was established in 2019 to 20, but PKVY established in 2015. You should know this. PKVY established in 2015. Natural farming. What is natural farming? It is a chemical-free farming. There won't be any chemicals will be used in the natural farming. Then what will they use? They will use the animal husbandry and agricultural products such as neem, animal husbandry products such as urine, cow dung. These type of natural products will be utilized for the production of any agricultural crops. Natural farming. Then up to 2023 July, because I have taken for the PIB, this was mentioned by the Narendra Singh Tomar. Okay, so you can rely on our data as well, so you don't need to worry. Up to July 2023, 4.09 lakh hectare of area has been covered under the natural farming. This much of land area is following the natural farming in our country. Natural farming. Which states are following the natural farming? You should know, right? See, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh. Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh. Then Karnataka has not been included. You should know. Then this is how I am remembering. Then above Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, laterally Odisha, Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh. If you see the map, you will understand the relation. Then Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh. Finally, APHP, Himachal Pradesh also following this natural farming. These are the 8 states following the natural farming. 4.09 lakh hectare has been covered under the natural farming. Then inputs. What are the inputs used? Very important inputs are Bijamrit, Jivamrit and Neem Astra. Bijamrit, Jivamrit, Neem Astra are the inputs used in which of the following practices? Organic farming, natural farming, zero budget natural farming. They can ask none of the above. They can ask the question like this. So you should know the exact terminologies. Then in budget speech of 2023, Nirmala Sitharaman has announced that over next 3 years, which means from 2023 to 2026-27, the government of India will include 1 crore farmers under natural farming. For that 1 crore target is how much farmers will be covered? 1 crore farmers. For that, government has taken steps to include to set up 10,000 bio-input resources centers. So these are the very important points regarding natural farming. So up to that, we have read about the natural farming. So we should know about PKVY as well, right? It was established in 2015. It is not a central sector scheme. Paramparagat Krishi VIKAS YOJANA is not a central sector scheme. Whenever you are reading PM, it is a shortcut. Whenever you are reading PM Krishi Sinchai Yojana, it is a central sector scheme because it is PM, Pradhan Mandri. Whenever you are seeing the Pradhan Mandri, it may be a central sector scheme. It is Paramparagat Krishi VIKAS Yojana. So it is a centrally sponsored scheme, which means central government will spend more or equal to the state government. Which see here, if the fund is 100 crore, 60 crore will be paid by the central government, 40 crore will be spent by the state government. This is the meaning of this 60:40. If it is northeastern state or Himalayan state, the government will spend 90% and state will spend 10%. If it is union territories which don't have the legislatures such as Daman Diu, Andaman Nicobar, so they are called as union territories. They will avail 100% of fund from the central government itself. Then increasing area under organic farming. It's a data. It's very important data. By 2027, what is the target? Including 10 million hectares. What is the geographical area of India? 328.7 million hectares, out of which 10 million hectare will be included under the Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, that is organic farming. I hope everyone know this fact. 328.7 million hectare is our geographical area, out of which 24.6% of forest. Forest video already I have released. Up to 3 classes has been released up to now. So in that I have mentioned all these data, how much forest, what is forest cover, what is tree cover, all the concepts I have taken. So give your comments, hence I can improve as well. Then 10 million hectares of land will be included under organic farming by 2027. Then what are the other schemes that is related to organic farming? National Mission on Sustainable Agriculture, National Project on Organic Farming, National Project on Soil Health and Fertility. There is no liability on the farmers for expenditure on the certification. There are 2 types of certification. One is PGS system, another one is NPOP system. Already I have made a separate video for organic farming. You can go through that video as well. Then 50 farmers willing one cluster means, what is one cluster? There should be a 50 farmers, at least they should possess 50 acres, 50 farmers. Then only they will be covered under the Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana. Not a single farmer. If a person wanted to be covered with the PMKISAN, there should be a 50 farmers cluster and with the 50 acre of land. Then this was implemented in 2015. PKVY established and in 2015. MOVCDNER, Mission Organic Value Chain Development for Northeastern State. This scheme is not applicable to the normal states. This scheme is applicable only to the northeastern states. This is also organic farming scheme only, but especially for the northeastern state. This PKVY applicable for the normal states. Okay, all the states other than northeastern states, PKVY has been not included. Includes the northeastern states. MOVCDNER scheme is implemented exclusively for the northeastern states. The difference you should know. Then under Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, government will provide 50,000 to the farmers. 50,000 to the farmers for 3 years, not for 1 year, for 3 years. It is for 3 years. Under MOVCDNER to the northeastern states, how much they will get? 46,575 rupees for 1 hectare for 3 years. For 1 hectare for 3 years. These are important facts, in fact. Okay. For creating the FPOs, this amount for what? This amount to create the FPOs, to purchase the organic inputs, to purchase the quality seeds, to purchase the plant material like sapling, to purchase seeds and making training. In 2015 to 2016, area of 11.8 lakh hectare has been brought under the organic farming through the PKVY scheme. The government also intended to increase the land area from 23 to 26, about 6 lakh hectare area. Important data. What is the task? What is the target of India? Then this 50,000 is subdivided. 31,000 for the organic inputs. Remaining will be to establish the farmer producer organization training. So there is some there is some internal separation of the fund allocation. 31,000 for on-farm and off-farm organic inputs, purchasing on organic inputs. Remaining amount will be to the farmer producer organization or training, for the training. Financial assistance of 20 lakh per cluster. Cluster means at least 50 farmers with the 50 acre land. They will get, combinedly they will get 20 lakhs for 3 years. For the infrastructure creation, see, like this data only the AFO is asking, IBPS AFO, in the IBPS AFO examination, you can expect the facts like this only. So it may seems very dry, but you should note it. There is no other options to remember. Under this scheme, 7,500 per hectare for 3 years for the training and capacity building. Under MOVCDNER, 10,000 for 3 years will be given for the training and land holding ICS documentation. Then farmers are assisted with the 32,500 per hectare 3 years for the off-farm and on-farm organic inputs. That's it. So this is all about today's session. I hope our session is very helpful for you. Do share as much as possible, like, comment in the comment box. So let's meet in yet another session. Every weekend on Sunday I will release a video for the current affairs. Weekly current affairs I will release on the YouTube channel. So please do share and watch. Thank you. Let's be see in yet another session. Tata, bye bye.